I'm in love.
Love.
How did you find love?
I met Janet when I was not expecting it. You know, Yoruba people say, Iwela Nikoloka, Omolumuwale.
Yeah.
That's my kind of
So you're not
experience.
why
when
you
I
say
met-
that you're not focused
No,
on
no,
academics.
no. That's we went to school without thinking of encountering love, but eventually love found us.
Jesus, yeah, you have done it again.
Which school are we talking about here?
Talking about the Better by Far University.
Have
University of Ilorin, of course.
Said I love you first.
Yeah, it's me.
yeah.
I said I love you first because indeed I love her. So I said that first.
And how did it happen?
All right. So do you want the backstory?
They just give us short, interesting beats.
Hey, let's go. Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away.
You know, there's something about going to school or going to a particular place where you often go to. You tend to sit in a particular place all the time. If you notice, even in classes and all, you tend to sit in a particular place. And I was sitting there, and we were having this. It should be mathematics. I've forgotten the particular subject.
Okay.
And it's like I heard a voice that I should look right.
A deep voice. Or is it a still voice? Which one?
So just like I'm being honest now, like I heard a voice that I should look right, and you know I was like, what am I looking for in my right? The moment I looked right, I just saw something I could not take my eyes
Hey.
from. Honest, and I honestly do not know why I could not take my eyes. You know, for the next 15 seconds, I was just, you know, it's just like the way the Bible says that we are fixing our gaze. You know, I just fixed my gaze. I was like, kilo day. I could not take my eye. Like there was a force that was keeping my face in that direction.
Wow.
The next thing I did was when I got back home, I went on my knees to pray about it.
Okay.
Honestly, and because of our experience then, I didn't personally really have experience with talking to ladies. So I was really hoping for God to, you know, orchestrate things between us. I went on my knees and I was praying and I told God, can you allow this lady to come and sit beside me? You know?
That connection is needed. Yeah.
Honestly, I told God, I said, can you just make her come? Because I could not have gone to walk up to a lady at that time.
Oh, okay.
I've never done that before, and I don't think I could have done that then. So I spoke to God in clear words that can you just let this lady
Be
come and sit beside?
specific, yeah.
To be specific. Lo and behold, it wasn't up to a week. This beautiful damsel here, my wife, like I said, you know, normally you would often want to sit in a particular spot, and I guess that's where she has been sitting. And I asked her after a while, and she confirmed that she has always sat down there a long time and she has just been there. And I saw this young lady. Okay, before then, myself and my friend, his name is Israel. Yeah, myself and Israel. We usually go to class.
If you are watching this, shout out to you.
To be specific, his name is Ampiton Israel. So myself and Israel, we go to class early to keep seat because it's a very, you know, if you don't come early, you get to sit at the back.
Okay.
So myself and Israel got to class very early, and we booked just 3 seats, one for myself, one for Israel, and one in the extreme left, in that particular order, okay? Honestly, I sat down here at the extreme right, Israel sat down in the middle, so there was a vacant seat here. We were expecting that anybody, one of our hostel mates, will come and sit down there.
Okay.
Because that's what we often do.
Keeping seats.
And I saw this damsel walk, she passed where she normally sits.
Oh, okay.
And she climbed the podium, and she came here, and she was like, she asked me a question. She said, is anybody on that seat? Money, no. I said, there's nobody there, it's empty. Because it was Israel's bag that was there. So at that time, Israel went out of the auditorium to get maybe chips or biscuits or whatever. So he went to get something, and before Israel came back was when all those things happened. And she just asked me, is anyone there? I said nobody. So I took Israel's bag and I placed Israel's bag on my own seat.
Yeah.
And I changed my seat where I was. You know, I was on the extreme right. So I changed my seat from the extreme right to the middle.
Repositioning.
So Israel was originally in the middle, but I had to change to the middle because, and it gave me an idea, or should I say a perspective or a knowledge. when you pray about something, you know what to expect. You know, because I prayed about it. If we were to be any random lady, you know, I couldn't have done that. I could have changed seats and all of that. But because I prayed about this lady and I saw God doing, you know, working it out. So I had to complete the job myself. You understand? So I changed the seat and I sat down here and Israel sat down here, and that was where it all began.
Wow. So did anything happen inside the class?
A lot happened.
Okay.
So
I emphasize the lot that happened.
yeah.
What happened?
So
What
It's
happened?
not bad thing that happened.
come on. So in the class, you know, I was making every effort to, you know,
To be noticed.
to be noticed. Yeah, let me put
This
it
guy
that way.
was always answering questions.
I have never answered
sir.
questions
Hi,
before
sir.
in class, but this time, you know, the secondary school knowledge now. That was what we know. You have to sabi book now to, you know, to get noticed. You have to impress. So that was my route. So I started answering questions in class, you know, just to make her know that this guy is
This guy is a sharp guy.
He's a sharp guy.
So Janet, were you feeling that vibe?
Of
Like,
course.
who is this man? Wait,
Yeah.
let her talk now. Tell us, Janet.
Well, for me, I didn't know he was like he had something in mind when we met. So my own thought was like, okay, this guy will just be keeping seats for me, and I'll just be coming to class and
Aspire, sit
yeah. So I'll just say, oh, are you coming tomorrow? Please keep seat for me. And you'll be like, okay, not knowing that man of God was already catching the vibe and all of that. So for me, it was not like love at first sight.
Okay.
So it took time, and anytime I get to my hostel, I'll just tell my roommates, I'll just tell them about him, that, oh, I met a guy today, he was the one that kept it for me, this guy is always coming early to class and all of that. And when it now became a norm, like talking about him every time I get back to the hostel, my roommate was like, oh, Janet, then they call me Tommy. So they be like, Tommy, are you sure you are not liking this guy already? And there was a day like that. I think I was playing with his wristwatch and he just gave it to me. And I was like, okay, like you just just use it to, you know, check time and all of that. So I took his wristwatch home and my roommate was like, oh, job has been done already. You even came home with wristwatch from this guy. And you know, after that time we traveled home, and jokingly I was like, oh, when you're coming, bring something for me. And when he came back from home, this guy brought me gifts, and you know, special girly gifts, and I was like, oh wow. And from there I was like, oh, how thoughtful, you know. From there I started kind of, anytime he's like, oh, can I walk you like to your hostel, I'll be like, oh, no, you don't have to worry, just get to that point and you can just go back.
Tell me, you're following each other up and down.
I don't want, kind of, we're not like really following up and
not
down.
like that.
Okay, so when he's,
Not like
I just
a
want to know
notice
that
kind of thing.
when he sees you up, do you see him off back and he see you off back?
So
and
it didn't start that
It
way.
didn't start that way.
Okay.
At first I was just like, get to that point, then later I'll be like, can you please get to that point again? So we're approaching my hostel, because my hostel was very far that time. We'll get to his own hostel first
before
mine. So I'll be like, can you get to that side? And so at a point he'll be like, oh, sorry, I cannot like walk you to your hostel today. And I'll feel so sad. I'll be like, oh, like a part of me is leaving. You know, that kind of thing. And then in my mind, I already, like, at a point, I think when I got to Remedia, there was this guy that liked me at first, and the guy did not tell me that he liked me. So someone was like trying to talk to me, and this guy went to, you know, fight them and like, oh, that lady is my girl, you know, that kind of thing. And I was like, you did not ask me out, so how am I your girl? So I was reporting to him that, can you imagine, that guy, he did not ask me out, he did not do anything, and he's fighting because of me, blah 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 blah. If you like someone, just tell the person now. So the next day he just told me that he likes me and all of that.
So
After ranting and talking, I didn't know he was like catching his own sub from the conversation. So he told me he liked me and all of that. I can't really remember how the old conversation went, because I was not expecting it, but I just knew, okay, we were like G's, we were close, and he's my kind of person, you know, he has vibe and is godly and all of those things. So I just want him to be my close friend, and he just
brother zone
I wanted to brother zone him. Actually, I want him to be teaching me physics and math because he's very good.
Smart guy.
So yeah, very smart. So I was like, okay, we'll just be reading together and all of that. So eventually he asked me out, and I gave him ultimatum, like time.
So there was a small story to that, right?
Okay.
So I didn't ask her out. She thought I just asked her out like that, but it took a lot of effort to do that.
From his own end.
Because I remembered when she came to sit beside me, when I go back to my hostel, my friend still says it to date.
I'm in love.
I just opened the gate, I banged it, and I shouted, "I'm in love! I'm in love!" It was so dramatic, honestly. And I remember walking up to a sister. Her name is Sister Ike.
Okay.
I remember
Shout out to you, Sister Ike. We still talk today.
Yeah, she talked to
Okay.
me.
Since I get this, subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
I remember walking up to her and some other folks like that, and we started discussing. She was the more experienced. She's far older than everybody. Even as at then, we call her Sister Ike.
Okay.
So she's more experienced, and she was telling me, like, okay, tomorrow, I will speak with her. And when tomorrow, like the next day when it comes,
You won't.
I won't. When I get back to the hostel, she asked me, "Alpha, have you spoken with her?" I will say no. She said, "Why? I'm shy. I'm this. I'm that." I say, "Okay. Tomorrow, speak with her." When the following day comes again,
You won't.
I
He was
won't. So it was
postponing
like
it.
that, like that, like that. So until eventually,
The episode of that guy happened, and I told him about
So-
it. That,
Okay.
if
that
you
was
know
when
you
I
like me,
spoiled
tell
you.
me this thing. I was like ranting to him, like, if you know you like me, tell me. You can't be fighting for me, and you're and the next day he was just like, I actually like you.
As in, there's a lot of competition already.
He just told me bam, and I was like, oh my goodness. So that was how it
so
started.
she wanted to brother zoom me. That part
Well, that's cute.
part got me angry. I said, "I'm not your brother."
No, you're like a brother to me.
At that time,
Yeah.
I said, "No, I'm not your brother. I'm a fair."
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
wanted to
this
brother
shit.
zone him, but he just said no. Like, I'm not your brother, please. Don't brother zone me.
Okay, so this is like, let me say, is it a lesson for the brothers that don't let any sister brothers
Don't let them brother zone.
Yeah.
Like, speak up, because before you know it, somebody else.
Don't cut corners. Just go straight to the
Okay,
point.
so I have other questions, and I'll just check my book now. This one is kind of interesting. Tell me 2 things that excite you about your partner. Who wants to go first?
You go first.
2 things, just to.
Okay.
Should I go first?
I don't want
go-
you to
go
go
first,
on and
go
on
first.
and on.
Let her
That's
go
why I
first.
limited it to 2.
No,
But you can
yeah.
say
it's
what.
fine.
Number one thing that excites me about him is that when he enters the room, he lightens up the space. So he's just this kind of person that even when I'm just there, like kind of not in that vibing mood, and I'm just there calm and all of that, when he comes, he just brings all the vibe, all the thing that, oh babe, how are you, the way he will even say it and all of that, I will just blush and be like, oh. So I'll just talk. Sometimes when I say I'm not in the mood, I don't have vibe, you say, where did your vibe go? When the vibe hello, yeah, receive it. And that thing, I like that about him a lot. There are so many things like that I love about him, but okay, she said I should talk about 2. And the second thing is that he is a very kind man, like very, very kind to default, very, very kind. Like, if we have like a misunderstanding, kind of like within a minute, if it sees me like maybe making a mistake, or trying to get into any trouble or something, you will not say, okay, because of this thing that is happening at this moment, I will not come through for you. Like, it will always come through, it will always be there. Even when I'm like, I'm still trying to do like a strong-headed lady and all of that, he is very, very kind. He's very, very kind. So I love that about him. So that would be like 2. Let's just stop there.
Thank you.
All right, so yeah, one of the I'm not very used to seeing ladies that are funny,
Okay.
that are that also lights up the atmosphere. A lot of people don't know that about her, but she has this vibe that overwhelms me. Honestly.
Why you say my own answer too?
Honestly, so our own part, you know,
Yeah.
vibe can be different, perceived differently.
Sure.
So in my own case, is maybe I light up the whole place, but there's this vibe that she has that I don't have. I don't know if I can explain that in details, but there's this vibe that she has that I don't have, and whenever she does that, I'm like,
What's that vibe?
Love.
What's that vibe?
You understand? She can just say some things, you know. I'm unable to give. I have practical examples that I can give, but I can't.
That kind of sensitive information.
Exactly, they're very sensitive.
Get
information.
it?
You understand? So honestly, in our home, there's never a dulling moment. You understand? So although I give vibe, but she resonates with that vibe. Yeah, she resonates with it a lot. So that's one of the things that I love about her. And my wife has a very, very good ethics. Right. So my wife has a very beautiful. Is it work ethic? Is it planning ethic? She's a good organizer. She is a good planner. She organizes the place. She tidies up the place. You know, she's just overwhelming. You understand? Like
Overwhelming, good.
Like in good, yeah, we understand.
so I really, really do love that about her. When she speaks comfort and peace.
O'Shea, comforter.
All right, thank you. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. Like practical questions that we want our audience to be able to learn from is, you know, recently there's a lot of pressure about marriage, especially for the singles. So, I want to ask you: did you experience any pressure from who, where, how long did you get this pressure, and how were you able to manage it? Just advise us.
Okay,
You want to go first?
Yeah, I want to go first. So we experience almost every kind of pressure you can think of, right? We experience financial pressure. We experience pressure with people, like leadership pressure. We experience pressure with, I don't want to say it, but family pressure. And then we also experience pressure with, let me say this Gen Z kind of pressure, you know, like attraction pressure. Let me put it that way. Do you understand what I mean?
No,
Like,
I don't get it.
so what I mean is like, baby, help me out.
I don't know what
What's
you mean.
attraction?
Like attraction, you know, pressure. You want to
attracted to
be,
each other.
you know, this. There was a time in our relation when the attraction was so high.
Okay, you
I mean,
wanted-
physical attraction. That's what I
Okay,
mean.
okay.
So all those pressure were there, right? So we like to break it down. So the first one, we started our relationship and we were able to define it. All right. Number one, we defined where this relationship was going to. Number two, we defined
Boundaries.
how.
Boundaries.
Yeah, we define the boundaries of our relationship. And defining your relationship will really, really help you with the pressure. It's gonna help you with the physical attraction pressure, and it's really gonna help you with the focused pressure.
Where you're going.
Where you're going, because
Yeah.
where you're going will always be.
Yeah,
Very
that
important.
eventually I'm going to get married to this person, and even while waiting for that marriage, these are the things we won't do. So those things were our like go-to stuff. Like we already discussed it. Like we had this conversation, even from maybe day one or the
Yeah.
first week we started
Yeah.
dating.
Okay.
We're like, okay, we are not going to do this. We are not going to do this. We are going to wait. And this relationship, no one is like going anywhere. We are ending it in
that's
marriage.
it's very, very
So
important.
it helped us that even when we had like our issues, when we were so like kind of done, like, oh, this person, I'm done. No, none of us could like say it to each
So-
other, like, oh, I'm breaking up with you, I'm going, I'm leaving you. No words like that came out of our mouth throughout that time.
So when we were sure that
Yeah.
God is leading us in this relationship and in this marriage, after setting out the boundaries, you know, you said with your mouth that there's a lot that confession does to you as a person.
Beyond thinking.
Yes, you said with your mouth that yes, we are going into the relationship. So because it also takes your decision and your mouth to say, oh, I'm breaking up from this relationship. So setting the boundaries, so there's one thing I told her we're from different backgrounds and we have different perspective of life and all of this. And I told her that we are going to fight, we may have misunderstanding, but it's not going to lead to breaking up. So it was something that we said to our mouth. And that registered in our subconscious so much that when we're passing through phases,
like very difficult
phases,
we could not even utter it.
There was still a knowing in us that said,
no.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that really helped us to pass through those phases, and also with God.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much for explaining that.
Have I spoken about the pressure? I feel like the greatest pressure like that can kind of come upon you when you're in a relationship is the pressure from your own mind. Like the pressure you mount on yourself. So if you are able to like overcome the pressure you mount on yourself, trust me, you'll be able to overcome any pressure that comes from external forces, right? So try to overcome that pressure. For me, I wanted to, get married at certain age. I had already had everything planned out. Oh, I want to get married at this age. And when I was approaching that age, and marriage was not happening, and when I passed that age, marriage was not happening, I became frustrated within myself. I was so tired. I was like, what are we doing? I was like, oh, is this how, like, are we going to, there was a time I said, are we going to collect a trophy for having the longest relationship? Like, I was so tired. So the pressure we mount on ourselves, like, is like the highest pressure you can ever think of. So if you can overcome that pressure, you can overcome any pressure. So I just want to advise you that someone that is watching, like a single or something, that try to overcome that pressure from your mind and don't put pressure on yourself. If you know you are not ready, you don't have to rush into anything. Like marriage is going to happen to you if you believe God and you are trusting God for it, but don't rush into it, because there are so many things you need to learn. You need to you need to just use that phase of waiting to prepare yourself and build yourself towards what you want God to do for you.
Yeah, thank you. I want you to also emphasize and talk to the singles also, because people feel the society pressure, and they now end up not even enjoying their singlehood because they just want to get out of it and move into marriage.
Lots of people, they desire a change so much that they refuse to notice the changes that have started happening. So they focus on the change that they want, and they refuse to acknowledge that changes had already begun in their life. So singles, they do not recognize that singlehood is part of their marriage as well. It's a journey that is going to add to the experiences that they eventually have in the marriage. So a lot of people neglect to build themselves, to be happy with their singlehood, to be happy with their current single status, so much that they refuse to now do things that make them happy, do things that that count towards the marriage, that will count towards what do I say?
When you eventually get married.
Yes. So singles need to appreciate their current status as singlehood. It's not
a disease.
Yeah, it's not a disease. Yeah, let me put it that way. So
enjoy your singlehood.
You must enjoy your singlehood.
Yeah. If it's about going out, I want to get married so that me and my husband can be going out, going for dinner.
Now.
Go out, take yourself out, buy yourself good stores, like.
Yeah.
Just enjoy your single.
Pause your life because you're
single. Your life does not have
Yeah.
to be on hold because someone is not there yet. Take yourself out. I remember my husband always advised someone close to me that time. I would be like, even before this relationship come, just enjoy yourself. Take yourself out. And anytime she takes herself out, like my husband would say, take pictures. Enjoy yourself. And like you feel refreshed after doing these things. You feel happy, and you don't have to wait for a man before you can do this.
Some people get so frustrated with the fact that they are not yet married, and they become to wear a kind of a facial expression in their face. You understand? And it even dispels people from them.
Yeah.
It makes people people refuse to approach them
Yeah.
because they're already wearing a
That sad look.
that sad
look
look.
of
You know,
helpless without a man.
the look that does not
Or without
bring
a partner.
people towards you. So you need to enjoy the
Yeah.
current status.
Be that person, be that vibrant person, be that happy person, and the right person will locate you.
Don't let it stop you from reaching goals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, because aside marriage, there are other things to life, a lot of things to life. actually.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this wonderful episode. I wish I could continue on and on. Well, I really appreciate the advice and your love story, which is very interesting. So they said we can find love in the classroom, in the
Yeah.
university, anywhere.
You can find love anywhere.
So this particular episode, I'll name it. What should I name it? Finding love in unexpected places.
I think
what
that
do you
would
think?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So finding love in unexpected places, you can find love anywhere. Stay tuned on this channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, share, give your comments. Where did you find love? Have you found love somewhere? Or any other thing that you just want to share in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming.
You're
Thanks for
welcome.
having us.
Thank you. Please subscribe, follow,
Like.
and like us.
And drop comments. If you are from University of Ilorin, we want to see you
Yeah,
in the comment
especially.
section.
Let's see the better by far.
Yeah, better by far.
If you are from
people.
OAU, please can you drop your comments in
Uh,
the comment section?
Bye.
Ah.
Bye, guys.
We love you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank